We cater primarily to the C, D, and E market, the ones in the bottom three when it comes to socioeconomic status, but we also never forget those in the A and B market class, as that is where most of our advertisers are coming from. We can be masa and jologs, and at the same time, we can also be the opposite of that. Like, we can adjust depending on what time it is, what day it is, what show, or who's listening at the moment. It's adult contemporary since we play pop music for the most part, like easy listening pop from soft rock or light rock to ballads, novelty and stuff, and a little bit of R&B and alternative as well, old and new. Well, I'd have to say every show of ours that you would listen to is unique in its own way and will really make you pay attention. But if any, the one show that would really stand out during my time, I must say, was our weekly radio drama called Sweet Radio Drama Presents, where all of us DJs get to show our other side, being the actors and voice talents that we all are, or at least aspire to be. That show was actually my brainchild, and I'm proud to say that we're the only FM radio station that airs something of that kind. And it is also where I get to direct, write scripts, and do voiceovers, narration, and stuff, since I'm also the program host. Well, you know what? It's really hard to tell. But generally speaking, radio listeners would rather settle for something that they can connect with, relate to, or identify with, like on a personal level, if you know what I'm talking about. Whether it be in terms of music or the kind of program they're listening to. That is why it's very important for us DJs to be able to connect with our listeners in any way. Because radio is an intimate medium to begin with. It's like a friend that keeps you company at break time, coffee hour, or even while working. Experience in broadcasting or live streaming on the internet? Well, definitely it has become a plus. Like, really a big plus in making you matter as a DJ, in making your show matter and keeping your listeners from, tuning out, since everybody knows that nearly everyone these days is on Facebook from sun up to sundown. So DJs like me really need to be up on their feet, in making their presence felt in social media, especially when they're on board. Otherwise, they might lose ground and end up not being able to catch up. Besides, in this day and age, it's never enough that you're just audible as a DJ. You gotta be visible as well. Of course, the initial reaction would be online live streaming, but I'm gonna have to say this. Online live streaming may sound sophisticated and all, but it's nothing compared to the real thing, which is analog broadcasting. It's what started it all to begin with. It's been tested and it's what has kept radio popularity for a long time now. It's it's basically what makes radio in the real sense of the word. Not that I discourage the use of live streaming. It's a huge help actually. In fact, it has become the real deal these days. But any online platform that is being used for that matter would just be an add-on, and radio can still survive even without it. I think more than its recreational use, like in my case, coming from the FM band, it should be the informative, educational, and influential value or power of the radio or the broadcast media in general that, should be highlighted when we talk of its role in today's society. And it's a good thing that this question has been brought up since my answer coincidentally is in line with our station's threefold thrust, which is to inform, to educate, and inspire. And modesty aside, as a DJ of nearly 2 decades now, I have always made these my guiding principles or mantra. as in mantra, in doing my board work. Yes. My advice to you, communication students out there, stay true to your words and keep your feet on the ground. You'll never go wrong with just keeping your feet on the ground. And in the face of adversity, criticism, or dissent, take it with an open mind. Why not? But here's the thing, be centered enough to stick to your guns as well. That's all.